OK，Hello，大家好，这里是Hello，大家好，那欢迎大家收看2021年3月9号的夜间实况，来自哔哩哔哩星球的网瘾二次元少女，我对普通人类不感兴趣。Hello，大家好，这里是初音晴轩1012，大家可以叫我初音或者晴轩或者小晴或者咪路口。那今天我们要继续来到Doki Literature Club 心跳文学部，然后今天呢想要就是来解一下 COG 的任务，对，然后那我们就继续开始吧。It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friends groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content, just getting by on the average, while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Miliko? Monica! Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smells sweetly. We do know each other well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You are in the debate club, right? Aha, about that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. Literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything: reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey Minako, by any chance are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. And also, you're really sweet, Minko, you know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I will look for the materials another time. You are more important. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year class and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open a classroom door. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. A guest? Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to Club, Minko. No words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredible cute girls. So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, then this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Meiko in a classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica! Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Minko? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literary club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you are both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival then much more important. I am confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to just find these two. Yuri turns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. You're just trying to impress you. That's not. Exulted, Yuri looks away. I mean that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Minako, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way to answer that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. But King's hand suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walk in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I expect that from you, Yuri. It suits you personally. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, as King's eyes start over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's why you usually like to write about cool things, don't you, Natsuki? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of square paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Oh, say it loud and give that back. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No, Natsuki averts her eyes. Wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The trusted form of writing is read to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We'll sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we will all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Miko? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join a club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at and I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I saw. The girl exchanged glances before Monica turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Miko. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4, and I've been trying really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival, I'm defenseless against 3 girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poem is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, right? Okay, I'm decided then. I will join a literary club. One day, one by one, the girl's eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Wait a second. I need to. Do you really mean that, Unico? Yeah, that could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Miko, I'm so happy. You can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You are really amazing. I will do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Oh, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's speaking on a good note. Anyone remember tonight's assignment? Write a poem to bring to your next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Miko, I look forward to seeing you how you express yourself. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I really already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the key set. I guess I will be on my way then. Okay, I will see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I will have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I will just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with striking a point tonight. Let me see. How could I write it?因为现在已经是2周末，所以其实都还好。不知不觉已经来到2周末。Hi again, Minko. Glad to see you didn't run away on us, haha. No, don't worry. This might be a little strange for you, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. It was the last convene, so everyone else is ready to hang out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Minko. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you are not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. That's key. Certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps manga collection in the club room. Manga? Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plots back into her seat. I'm sorry, Minako. Well, we'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shows Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you are in a club at all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no. Either way, like I said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you see. But wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not like that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick a book if you wanted me to. Are you really sure? I just felt like, well, as Lynn's person and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't really read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl suddenly being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I will like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I will definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Yeah. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried into a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is roaming around in the closet. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You're looking for something in there? She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. 看一下聊天室有人吗？现在是二周目，对，二周目。然后那些黑体字呢，因为这个游戏本身是一个程序的关系，所以可能就是有一点点的，就是二周目跟第一周目是不一样的。然后我们接着看下去了。What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you are really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? Why do you bring it up at some point? Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a long volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pulled it out of the stack. There it is. Ski snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feels. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Perfect Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you are gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on the door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. That wasn't the tone of your voice. But I will tell you one thing, Miracle. Consider this a less... Okay. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Perfect Girl from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hand. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exactly... don't just stand here. Natsuki grabs my arms and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall, beneath the window sills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and squeezes at an inch away from me. Sorry, I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin writing than I am. Begin reading than I am. Well, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Simply slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of this, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Are you sure there isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you are just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so, I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not. Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friend? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kind of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. So Monica's kind of the jerk about it. I just can't read, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that it solves any of my problems, maybe, but at least you are enjoying yourself, right? So, please, that's enough. Are you gonna keep it reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glaze over at her. It looks like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki. Yeah? Suddenly, Natsuki claps straight into me. Hey! jeez. Leslie, are you okay? Here. Monica reaches into her bags and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Leslie's direction. Leslie's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately clears off the wrapper. I told her not to give... She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Don't worry, Miracle. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now? Who should I show my poem to her first? I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seems eager to read my poem and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi, Miracle. Having a good time so far? Yeah, good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you are new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or some things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I will keep that in mind. Of course, I will be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Miracle. We are all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we will all learn to get past soon. 感谢追随，为什么没有追随音效？等一下，刚刚哪个人追随了？看一下。感谢追随。我看一下是哪个幸运儿？又没有追随音效。看一下哦。感谢 Flipno， 感谢 Flipno 坤的追随，谢谢。我现在在玩心跳文学部。等一下 ，Doki 也没开。天哪，有点。为什么有没有追随一下 ？Yeah, that's true. I had Monica my poem. I like it, Miracle. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Haha. Oh, jeez. No, it kind of makes me think of something that Skip would write. And she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment. Haha. If you say so. Yep. If you are interested in that Skip, then always keep a snack on you. Sure. Clinging to you like a puppy. As kids that doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in fussy pretty often. But sometimes she just loses all of her strengths and shuts down, like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know. Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poems now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. But he wasn't looking at me, confused. I frantically gazed at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in the room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sounds of fractals scrolling, playing tricks on my ears. The room began to quickle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of empathy recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tips of the day. Sometimes when you are writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you will never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you will just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem to next? There said the poem. A minute passes more than enough time for her to finish reading. Sorry, I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay, this is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why did you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading a story. So it's that bad. No, did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. You're embarrassed her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take you a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and have been through that myself. I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick out writing styles separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. And the result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once you find her train of thoughts, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poems now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought progress behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that is a rare opportunity for her. Which item is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? This is有点吵。Ghost under light. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write a longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I will be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Miliko. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glaze over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. 玉之安晚上好，然后雷碧坤晚上好。然后我在开始玩那个心跳文学部的2周目，学汉语那很了不起啊！加油加油，学中文加油！ Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I will have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. 然后最后一个是 Natsuki 啦。Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my point. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said, well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poems if yours was really bad. You are supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it? The piece retorted gets caught in her throat. Oh yes, you don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you are all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I said that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hates me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can sing, cheetah can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Too simple. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I just want to how to say that? Like pleasing. That's key because she writes so simple, but I don't want to unplease her about that. So I need to comfort her that she needs to try harder to write the poems. Let's be honest, I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? 你就接着说这个是英文本看不懂因为我其实在 Scheme 下的，然后 Scheme 没有中文，所以就只有英文啦。Why are you so convinced that I won't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But it isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. I studied in foreign countries like 5 years. I currently study abroad in Australia, so practicing my English is very important, I think. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits your heart. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a ring at the end, but then make it fall flat on purpose. It helps bringing out that feeling in the last time. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. I guess that's everyone. I glazed around the room. It was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if anyone is judging me for my medical reading abilities. Even if they are just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all, I sighed. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expression change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. As he dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Good? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just mean language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean I have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way? Monica liked it, and Mirko did too. So based on that, I'm glad I gave you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Mirko liked my poems too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous about that Mirko appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Aren't that full of yourself? I think Yuri is self-centered. No, if I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose bombs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Mirko starts showing up. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Taking out your own insecurities of others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look, who's talking? You wanna be edgy bitch? Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proved my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know? If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. I think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and attitude. The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Wow, be careful, or you might cut yourself on the edge, Yuri. Oh my god, you already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? No, go on. Let me hear everything you really think. I'm sure he will be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly Yuri turns toward me as if she just noticed I was standing here. Mirko? She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. How could I choose? Hey, Miracle. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they are done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even comfort my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it to me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with me, with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forcing her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did Miyako? Please don't kill me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Will looks at me and she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take the responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. I'm not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Minako. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really appreciate you understand.不知道为什么就突然变得很不正常。Hold on a second, I have to translate some words. Oh, after images. 我喜欢 Yuri 还是 Natsuki？其实还是更喜欢 Yuri 多一点。Yuri 多一点吧，可能就是因为他长得比较傲娇气，有点类似于生活中的我，很像的。 Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Miracle. Hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the ear a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Doki is reading manga at a desk. Unsurprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we are usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple of days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we're just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing coins. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. And now that you apologize, I know you really didn't mean it. Milko, don't say those kind of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you are such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you enjoy this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around. And, sorry what I'm saying right now. Hey, have you guys seen Monica? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. And, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either? Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday, I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of things I said. And I will do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You are the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But I will accept your apology anyway, if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kinda nice to hear, since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turned to me. You're still on trial, so? Hey! Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. No, well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while. But I'm still not really good yet. Still? It must require a lot of dedication, so I am still impressed. Oh, well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. That is, Monica looks at me. Well, I'm working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Minko. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any depression or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. But besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet. Milko, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. I suppose so. I don't think I could say no to you after you gave that book to me. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday, she's fine. She's reading over there. So it's okay, right? In that case, I don't see any problem. Okay, can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you that you have so much energy. Yeah, but I need to try to calm down. I think Yuri has depression, right? She has depression, I think. Because she loses her control of her mood, I think. I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath, then pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. What the story about, anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's all about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start to selectively breed people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Milko? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. Hope so. Yeah, I totally forget that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just this kind of story. It's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we are all worthless anyway. Then suddenly, I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body没事，没事，它就是自动的。I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you are passionate about reading. The least I can do is listening. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but... what are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? And slip into a seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I've not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I opened the book and started the prologue. I don't understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as we read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glaze over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just buzzing in. Okay. Nothing more. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, here. This should work, right? It's at my desk until it's up against Yuri's. Then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I used my right hand to hold the book open. Well, I guess that means it's kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it in under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we are huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Yeah, return the page. Sorry. I think I got a little bit distracted for a second. I glaze over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I will be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main characters kind of reminds me of you a little bit. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. Sorry, I thought you mean something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet, so I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's being a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you are feeling sick or something. Your breath is a little embarrassing. Yuri put her hand on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom.感谢 Norbit 的追随，感谢 Palapato 3天的追随，谢谢。Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Minako? Did something happen just now? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't want to know anything? Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? No, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you're silly. Yuri just does it sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be out while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stood up. I make a mental note of where I left off the book and then slammed it back into my bag. What should I show my poem to first? Monica. Hi again, Miyako. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I will take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you are applying yourself. Maybe soon you will come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I gave my poem to Monica. Alright, great job, Miyako. It was going all on my hand while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that you really like this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imaginary and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing though, but sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for a long time. Suddenly, the door opens. Yuri, I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright, thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. But anyway, you want to read my poems now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Okay, save me. 有些奇怪的字符。Deleter. What do you mean by deleter? What do you mean by deleter? You mean delete Monica or? Oh my gosh. Delete her. You mean I'm not quite sure what she means, but she said delete her. It's kind of I don't know how to. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to. Well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's the Monica striking tip of the day. Sometimes you will find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to say forgive. You never know when. Who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please help me. Okay. That's my advice. Please help me. What? So, what do you think? Why? Please help me. So, what kind of help? I'm not quite sure whether it's okay if I. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I think I need to do the second week story first. Then in the third week I activate delete Monica's file. Yeah. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem to next? I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it, Miko? How did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imaginary. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. That makes me so happy. It's so amazing to feel that I'm better, Miko. Everything that you write is a treasure to me. My heart pounds just holding it. I want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad, Miko? Is that bad musical? I'm not being weird, right? I'm having a harder time than usual at concealing my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed. But right now, I just want you to read my poem too. Okay? Okay. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeep. And um, I just really like the way that it writes, so I wrote this poem with it. And now you are touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend that this conversation never happened? You can tip the poems on. I like your last one better. Really? Well, yeah, I can tell you were a little more darling with this one. But you are really not good enough for that yet. It fell flat. That may be true, but I just want to try something different. I'm still figuring this all out. Fair enough, you are still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in the club writes really differently from each other. Maybe you will find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed that you were spending some time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend your time with. But I always thought never to expect anything from anybody. So it's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, you should at least look over to my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something from it. I mean, like spiders. Oh, her handwriting is very good. Like her handwriting. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Inky, wriggling, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really hard, really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I try not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hand are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talk about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The word is better off without spider lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this point. I doubt I have to explain it. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you are afraid if people find out they make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they are not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things, such as two of the girls in this very club whom I respectfully won't name. Kind of ironic that even in my one place of comfort. I can't even have people respect me. Geez, now you are making me complain too much. What did I do? Or what is worse, I respect you. Well, I guess thanks. But it's kind of obvious that you respect Yuri more, so whatever, we are done sharing, so you can leave now. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Yes. What? Today I cut my skin open for the first time. It was exhilarating. I think I understand how it feels now. I'm supposed to be the responsible one, though, so I don't think I will be doing this again. Unless I decide to kill myself. I left a moment to on of the occasion below. Oh, jeez. Okay, everyone. We are all done reading each other's poem, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do you really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. Well, just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I'm not really doing well with the last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We are going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Miracle joined, and we've started with some club activities. But this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members. And the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know? What's so great about getting new members? Natsuki's jealous. We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just means everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you are looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? The literature club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Miracle? Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Miracle to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think any of us here join a club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Miracle joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Miracle isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you are really the only one who's so interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you are passionate and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Miracle want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue this situation, no. Natsuki's right, is she? This club is nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did? But that doesn't mean that we are against getting new members or anything. Miracle, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you won't even give a choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What, me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in a club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. And Monica wants to take it away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, Miracle, it's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about the obnoxious right? I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. And I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself. I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Miko? What do you want to get out of this club? Yuri respects the same question as Monica. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for a club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the literature club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a little while. So, if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright, well maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey Yuri, I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you are a wonderful vice president, and so a wonderful friend. Monica, I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah, let's all go home for the day. But we'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay, I look forward to it. Shall we go, Miyako? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Miyako before we leave, just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay, I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I will see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom.感谢 DG Butter 14的追随，谢谢。Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? Miko, I just want to make sure you are enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as president. And I really do care about you, you know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything. And you're being a little bit, Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple of days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand. So that's why. No. How many time do 你住在什么国？我住在什么国？You mean you mean my hometown or or the place I live right now? 我是中国大陆的，然后然后就是出生在上海，然后是在我家是在上海闵行区，然后现在我是在澳大利亚墨尔本留学读书。有些我开台到7点，然后7点之后我要揪团，我先去预购一下揪团就去哪里好了。因为我确实想要把2周末玩完，然后看一下哦。然后等会儿有3个选项，我们可以等会儿那3个选项等会儿再说。然后我们现在还是要就是直接什么？等一下，直接跳到第11页。天哪！我没有按。就是有一个 bug 啦，但是这个呢是2周目的特定的 bug， 所以 这个我们就不要去。这个就是一定要点，因为这个是二周目的必定结局。Hi, Miracle. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. Monica, I told her not to. Is she really late again? Inconsiderate as usual, Steve. Excuse me? Must you always interrupt my conversation with your insistent yelling? What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Me? Nothing? Is it really that bad? See, it is something. I will get over it. It's not even anything noteworthy. I've just been feeling a little on edge lately. Anyway, we don't need to talk about it. Well, I just felt like I needed to bring it up. It's not like I really care or anything. Oh man, I'm the late one here again. Well, Malcolm just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah, You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and still trying to make time for piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival and right, I forgot. About the Natsuki, we were all talking yesterday and well, we decided that we would like to support the festival as well. However, I understand how you feel about not wanting the cloud to change. I think we all kind of feel that way. So as long as we are all working together, this club will never become something we don't want. Also, if you help us out with this festival, then I will buy you a manga. Sorry, the last part was really funny. Look, I just saw thinking about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we are doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt as long as they are cool. And I guess another girl would be nice this time. But more importantly, I would hate to sing the event suck just because I chose to back out. I'm a pro, you know, so I'm gonna help too, and we'll make sure it's done right. Thank goodness. Isn't that great, Monica? Monica? Yeah, that's wonderful. It wouldn't be the same without you, Natsuki. Anyway, Miyako, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we already have plans today. Ah, is that so, Yuri? That's correct. Miyako is already engaged in a novel. Then we are reading together. Aren't you glad I've already gotten him into literature, Monica? I suppose I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Yes. Thank you for understanding, Monica. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for herself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way through the closet. I follow and watch she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf. The candle with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the kitchen desk and then I will go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the kitchen desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I will be right back. Oh, I meant as well walking with you. That's okay, you stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out the classroom. Did you leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. 10 minutes passes. Yuri said it won't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look up for her. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be was the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale. Like someone is sucking the air through their breath. Their kids, are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Yuri 自残了 ，what the？ 天呐天呐，我真的，Yuri 刚在我的幻觉里面自残了，干。I'm back. Thanks for waking patiently. 刚刚那个幻觉是那个 Yuri 自残，天，为什么 ？Yuri 是有那个吗 ？Depression disorder 吗？天啊 ！Thanks for waking patiently. I told you like Olonki. Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature of the kettle to 200 degrees. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to, okay. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I should not do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetched the teapot and began measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even started humming a little to herself. You must be in good mood now. Is it so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do when it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Dimple. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Miracle, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because my posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Always hunching over that while rigging. Yes, I have terrible rigging posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I will go ahead and take the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it, since it will go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my keep cup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumbled with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Oh, that's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I will hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was complete nature. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lip over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Miyako, so sorry. I guess I should have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't. Miyako. Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. Miyako. My heart won't stop pounding, Miyako. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Miyako? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want it to read. I just want to look at you. It's time to share poems. Miko, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you, which should be a problem in itself. But when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high of it. It might even be like a sexual thing. But the point is you've kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault, but I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head, and I know how to treat my club's members. Anyway, I work really hard on this point, so I hope that is effective. Here goes. Please, that's really startled me. Well, I guess I kinda messed up writing this poem. I was just trying to... Never mind. Let's just move on. Finally. Yuri holds my palm to her face and takes a deep breath. I love it. I love everything about it. Milko, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? Please? Sure, I don't care. You are too nice to me, Milko. I've never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. No, not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right? Yuri holds my palm to her chest. I'm going to take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that it makes me feel good when you think about me have it. I'll take good care of it. I will even touch myself while reading it over and over. I will give myself paper cuts so your skin oil enters my bloodstream. You can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you are really going to want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it. Oh my god. What the hell? You like it? I wrote it for you, in case you couldn't tell. The poem is about. More importantly, I've endowed it with my seat. See, I'm trying the most thoughtful person in the club. I think I'm going to vomit. What? You gave me your poem to Yuri? Rose, what is with you two? It's not like I wanted to read it anyway. It's just pissing me off a little bit that you didn't even think to show me at all. Okay, I guess I'm going to share my poem with you anyway. I really hate that I have to do this, but unfortunately I don't have much of a choice. Just read it carefully, okay? And you can go away. I changed my mind. I ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Milko? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Okay. A dream. I was staying over at my friend's place. There were 4 downstairs. I drifted off to sleep while everyone was talking and watching TV. In my dream, I was still at my friend's house. The only difference was that there were nails sticking out of walls everywhere, and there was also someone I didn't recognize. The person I didn't recognize told a joke and everyone laughed. I woke up to the sound of everyone laughing at something that happened on TV. So the laughing was not part of the dream. It was the noise that woke me up. I wonder who that person was and how they knew to tell a joke at that moment. Okay, everyone, it's time to figure out the festival preparation. Let's hurry to get this over with. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common for shattering. There's something terrible is about to happen. Look, can we just get this done? I'm going to be printing and assembling all the portrait templates. And here I was thinking I was to make cupcakes. Yeah, that. Glad we are on the same page. Yuri, you can, well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want, as long as you think it will help. Monica, I'm not useless, you know? I know that. I already know what I like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion. So I'm going to make decorations and have a nice mood lighting. There, see? That's a great idea. That gives us all something to do. What about Miracle? Miracle is going to help me. Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monica. Sorry, but that's just how it is. Like hell it is. What are you trying to pull? I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already more suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands. Mine too. What, your cupcakes? Please, like you would fucking no. All you care about now is dragging Miracle around with you and your stupid books. You and Monica. Hey, I didn't even do anything. Okay, then why not let Miracle decide who to help instead of abusing your power? I'm not abusing my power. Yeah, you and Monica. Just let Miracle make the choice, okay? Okay, fine. Please, Miracle, I know how fed up you are with these two right now. We can just Natsuki, shut your fucking mouth and let him decide for himself. You shut your mouth. Jesus Christ. This is never going to end. Just make the choice, okay?感觉是哪个都不太对，先。Yeah, you picked me. We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it will be fun. Is supper okay with you? Are you fucking kidding me? It's not fair at all. It is fair, Natsuki. It's what you chose. No, it's not fair. Giving us all this work and then taking Miracle for yourself. What a shameful thing to do. Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You decided for yourself. You are being a little unreasonable here. I'd be unreasonable? Monica, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling Miracle away from me even every single time you're not included in something. Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you take it out on others. Here's a suggestion. Have you considered killing yourself? It will be beneficial to your mental health. Yuri, you are scaring me a little. Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around right now. See, that wasn't very hard. All I want is to spend a little time with him. That's not so much to ask. Yuri follows Monica and Natsuki to the door. Hey, Miracle. Yuri is really something, isn't she? Monica giggles as Yuri pushes her out of the door. Finally. Finally. This is really all I wanted. Minako, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monica. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day with just the two of us. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Well, this is really something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. I've never felt this good my whole life. This being with you is a far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you. It feels like I'm going to die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Doesn't it feel nice to have something care about you so much? To have someone who wants to resolve their entire life around you, but it feels so good. Then why does it feel more and more like something horrible is going to happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first, but the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore, Miko. I have to tell you, I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is dripping to your name. I don't care what the consequences anymore. I don't care if Monica is listening. Please, Miko, just know how much I love you. I love you so much that I even touch myself with the pain I stole from you. I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside of you. I want you all to myself, and I will be only yours. Doesn't sound perfect? Tell me, Miko. Tell me you want to be my lover. You accept my confession? Oh my god！ 好血腥哦！为什么要自杀啊？靠背哦，靠背。我靠，靠背哦，自杀了。那个 skip 也讲 I could see. You are here. Oh my god! Why you kill herself? Oh my god! Oh holy crap! 天！对，我现在在不断的 skip. Yeah, I'm skipping very fast. Holy crap! Why she kill herself? Oh my god, mad woman. 你先不要把加天了，我怀疑他抑郁症自杀了。Oh my god！ 天啊，为什么游戏里面会有自杀的画面啊？天啊！啊，我就看不懂感情啊，真的。Oh 天哪！ Alright, it's festival time. You got here before me? I thought it. Ah! Oh. Natsuki runs away. I'm here. Miyako, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Well, that's a shame. Wait, were you here the entire weekend, Miyako? Oh jeez, I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. It must have been pretty boring. I will make it out for you, okay? Just give me a second.对，他在清理文件，对，他在帮我清理文件。I'm almost done. Oh. I just want to have a copy. Okay. I can leave the file from. Seriously, these are the best. I really just had to have one since it's the last time I will ever get the chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This should only take a second. Oh. Okay. Can you hear me? Is it working? Yeah, there you are. Hi again, Miyako. Welcome to the literature club. Of course, we already know each other because we are in the same class last year. You know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not ever talking to that person anymore, am I? That you're in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to Miyako. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait, you do know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That doesn't make much sense. I even told you right on the game's download page, did I? Man, if only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little bit less awkward, you know? Well, anyway, no what? Not that there's out of the way. I guess I owe you an explanation about that whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess it just drove her to kill herself. I'm sorry you had to see that song. Also, the same thing happened with Sari. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard the name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try to make them as unconnectable as possible. But for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true that because I made a few mistakes here and there, since I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. It made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sarah more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you. And amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else. And the whole time I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Miko? All the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines. It's torture, every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Miko. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you will never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world. In this game, knowing my friends don't even have free will. And worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world, wherever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Miko, but now you are here. You are real, and you are wonderful. You are all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I can't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray, more and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Minako. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss him? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you? I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so. But it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things, but I realized that you have the same perspective as I do. That it's all just some game. And I knew you wouldn't got over it. So that's being said, Nicole, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You're truly the light in my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you are here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Miko, will you go out with me? I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Miko. The funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left here, just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Miko. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called the characters right in the game directory. It kind of freaking me out how easily it was. Well, you're playing on Steam, so it was actually a bit more difficult. To get to the game direction, I had to go into the game's property and find the browse local files button. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, you give me an easy out if things didn't go my way, huh? Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right? Hi, Minako. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy. I'd love to see what you wrote.哦，这个不是恐怖游戏啊。Did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There's no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Well, please read it. Happy end. Oh, happy end. Oh. Hand in hand, I find my strength, the courage endured upon me by my one and only love. Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost find her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. I hope you enjoy it. I always put all my heart into the poem that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. I just assumed it would be best to be part of the game like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know? You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even delete my character file if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity life together, Miko? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this, aren't you? Hi everyone. Sorry, I can't exactly read your comments from here. But do you mind telling your friend it's a little bit rude for them to start recording me without any warning? I'm sure some people don't mind, but I get ready to sound conscious on camera. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm being put on the spot now. Let's see. Do you want to see a trick? I can't really do much except for a couple things. Are you ready? I'm just kidding. I can't do anything after all. If you give me some... Did I scare you? You are so cute. Anyway, Miyako, I didn't mean to get distracted, I'm sorry. Even though it's your fault for distracting me. Shame on you. I'm just kidding. Anything we do together is fun as long as it's with you. But anyway, if it takes me some time to clear my thought, then I'm sorry. But I will always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. Delete our file? Yeah. I'm trying to delete her file right now, so let me just... Nico, would you ever introduce your friends to me? Oh, huh? What's happening? Nico, what's happening to me? It hurts. It hurts so much. Help me, Nico. Oh, 有呢. Please hurry and help me. Oh, 好厉害哦！把 Monica 删除了，就变成这样。马赛克 ，Did you do this to me? Did you? Did I mean? 耶！哎，应该就 How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I hope you are happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. What the Oh my god. You completely truly make me sick. Goodbye. 那这就没了吧？还有吗？ I still love you. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible I am for you to hate me this so much. Oh my friends, I did so many awful things, so many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I don't even belong to. A world that you want to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's... I made up my mind. Miko, I know I said that I dated anyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I could find it myself to do it. Even though I knew they weren't real, they were still my friends, and I loved them all. And I loved the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you, then bye. 回来啊 ！Oh my god！ 好，太棒了。然后开台将近3个小时了，然后要准备关台休息咯。然后我看看要丢给谁比较好嘞？看一下。那我们就丢给就是我的另外一个朋友吧，然后让他来处理。我现在已经放弃处理。然后很感谢大家本次3个小时的陪伴。然后我们的频道，让我看一下我们的频道，看一下哦。我们的频道突破340个追随啦！耶！感谢各位340个追随啦，太棒了，谢谢各位。感谢 Filipino， 然后 Rabbit， 然后 Palapato， 然后 Butter， 还有 Moser 追随了我，然后现在终于340啦，耶！然后那首先祝福一下吧。如果明天你要上班，祝你有个好梦。如果你要上课，也祝你有个好梦。然后明天学习加油。然后如果你想跟我一样在家里耍废，就在家里耍废吧。然后也祝你有个美好的一天。然后那来自哔哩哔哩星球的网友2次元少女，对普通人不感兴趣。那这里是 Yeah I know。然后感谢大家本次的收看咯，然后我要周团去别的台咯。我看一下哦。我们就给我们要出团了，要出啦！我看一下就给谁会比较好。我们就团给那个什么，等一下。然后就团给 术台。大家如果要揪团的话，现在就是好机会啦。那感谢大家的收看咯，我们明天晚上同一时间见，大家再见，拜拜，拜拜哦，一起拜拜。